Hello there. Today in Albert Park, there is a huge protest against anti-trans activist Posey Parker. Well, that's not her real name, but she identifies as Posey Parker. But she doesn't allow other people to identify based on the gender that they identify with. Because she is an anti-trans Terf. She says that she is a women's rights campaigner, but the things that she actually campaigns for have nothing to do with women's rights, but everything to do with minimizing the existence of trans people. And it's really clear to see that based on her past actions. Like the fact that there was an anti-trans group in the UK that actually kicked her out because of her anti-Muslim sentiment, or going on Tucker Carlson and talking about how trans people are bad and shouldn't be allowed in women's bathrooms, or the fact she's been interviewed by the police multiple times, or the fact that she thinks that JK Rowling is probably being beaten up for her anti-trans beliefs. The fact that she had Nazis show up to her events and she doesn't tell them to fuck off. She lets them stay there because she likes the attention. She says that she's not a Nazi, but she has been on a neo-Nazis podcast before, who's a known white supremacist. And she's quoted Adolf Hitler in some of her materials and speeches against trans people, not fighting for women's rights. So yeah, big protest down there tomorrow. And on top of that, the Tamakis are also trying to get people down there for their anti-LGBT protest. It's crazy. I'm hoping to get down there myself. I'm supposed to be working tomorrow. I'm seeing what I can do about juggling the times. And if you are going down there, please make sure that you look after yourself and you keep yourself safe. And one of the things that I think is really important in this country is that we all know somebody who knows someone who's transitioned. It's just 2 degrees of separation here in this country. And for me personally, I know 3 or 4 people off the top of my head who have transitioned, and they are amazing people. And the idea of hanging around in a bathroom certainly doesn't appeal to any of them. And it's a really gross thought that that's sort of what their argument line is. It's not the Roman times. It's not like we have one big shared bathroom without walls. What the fuck do you think cubicles are? What people do in the bathroom is go in, get out after they go to the bathroom. I digress. One of the most important trans people in my life is somebody who actually is like family to me. She transitioned 3 or 4 years ago. I've known her for maybe the last 15 years. And she actually started work with Mum in Mum's Cafe in this tiny little town of about 600 people. And transitioning in a small country town is a really big ask. You've got to have massive conviction about what you are doing to transition in that sort of community. And since that happened, there's been very little pushback from the community, but there's been problems with getting a job. One job that had been offered to her before her transition, and then the place had to delay opening, actually turned around and withdrew it after the transition because you're a bit too flamboyant for us now. It's that kind of attitude that she's striking everywhere, and it's really, really heartbreaking to see, because those kind of attitudes stop trans people from being who they are and being their authentic selves. So if you're going to the protest today, good luck. Look after yourself. Cover up. Don't do anything to identify yourself, put yourself in any danger, or cause harm to you or anybody around you. Follow the instructions. I may see you down there.